These mean old people that cut trees. Mean, selfish. They work for Mr. Irving, I think.
Don't you be like that, Charles.
No,
that's not the truth.
No, that's not the truth. Listen, you look at that, you see a guy in a bucket and just having some fun cutting the branch down. Is it dangerous?
This is very dangerous work, not to be underestimated. We do our best to take all precautions and do all the training.
A guy in Moncton died.
Yes.
A couple of years ago?
A couple of years ago, but
what happened?
I don't know the whole details of the story, but sad as it is, it's not the only occurrence. It happens fairly often. People get hurt in our industry, and we always have to be on our toes to be doing the best to make sure everybody's safe.
Work safe NB. Do they come here often?
They do. I would say probably not, maybe not often enough, and maybe it's a little underfunded. I don't know the details of that stuff, but I would love to see more safety officers, more of that enforcement, just to keep the helpful watchful eye. Not that people should be in trouble, but people could be protected a little better. Anybody ever got killed doing this? With us, no, sir. But
other places?
Other places, yes, sir. Absolutely.
Like where? Safety comes first. Of course, you want to run over a pain in the ass blogger. My God, then you'll have that guy will have the Medal of Honor. Charlie, focus. Okay, where the people got killed? Where did you hear? What did you hear?
Every month or every quarter, I believe, there's a little tree service magazine that comes out, and it describes some of the incidents and accidents, fatalities.
Like where?
British Columbia. There was many, and they actually, I think there was 5 or 6 fatalities where a faller was pinched or very fatality. The guy passed.
In British Columbia?
Yes, sir. And that's listed in the Tree Service magazine. And
so it's not just to go to a little course and okay, here's your chainsaw, have fun.
No, and it could be argued even too that British Columbia would have one of the premier safety enforcements.
Especially they got experience, the redwoods and all that. Did I hear there was an accident happening down the States?
Yeah, and again, I would have to, the details of it I don't know, but yeah, I do believe there's some chipper accidents that...
Chipper accident?
Yeah, like I say, I can't describe it all, but you could certainly look it up and read.
You sound like a politician. You know, I can't really comment on that situation because I don't know the whole details.
I wish I could and provide the details for you and for everyone.
How many trees have you cut this year? Now that's a dead tree. That's
a dead tree. Well, I would say I would do almost one a day.
One a day.
And there'd be what, 200 working days, 250 working days a year, something like that. Now that's not to say I would do it every day, because sometimes there are other jobs to do. Maybe I'm helping special events. Maybe I'm helping the baseball field crew.
What's wrong with that tree anyway? What happened? Those trees?
That tree is a Dutch elm disease tree. It just doesn't take very many years. They grow so big, so fast, and then when that beetle chews on the tree, spreads the fungus that it carries, it only takes a few years for the tree to succumb to the disease.
In Moncton in the 70s, they destroyed them all.
Yes, and I would say in the 70s, Fredericton had a very aggressive cutting plan, and that is potentially the reason we still have elms today, is because we cut in the past.
So those days they were thinking of the future.
They were thinking of the future, and it's counterintuitive to think to cut a tree now to have a tree in the future. But there was areas along the Nashwauk River Valley, for example. They clear cut all elms, regardless whether it was diseased or not, simply to protect the core elms in the city.
Really?
Yes, sir.
So I bet the people in Nashwauk weren't too happy?
I bet you they weren't. They didn't have the the social media like they do today.
The snobs are very, very strong.
No,
Don't
there's
answer
no-
that.
that's not true.
The
Everybody-
snobs were very strong in those days. Central.
We can't paint people with a brush to say they were a snob.
Boy, you gotta be a politician. You're really working around.
I had a good mother, and she took care of me very well. And I used to watch Bambi, and it used to be, if you can't say anything nice, then don't say anything at all.
So you're not gonna become a blogger.
I won't be the blogger. No.
Listen, nice to meet you. Everyone should have the good public relations skill, like you. Keep up the good
Please
work.
notice that the tree right behind,
Yeah.
full green, is an elm as well.
So what happened?
Hopefully we've removed this tree and some of the beetles associated with this tree, so they may not chew on the next tree.
And listen, that's pretty rare to see here. I'm gonna focus. The tree around the wire.
Makes me very resilient.
You see that often?
Yes, I do more often than you believe.
So what happens there? You gotta call NB Power, or you cut around it? Or?
I cut around it for now. I think MB Power will probably look at that as a non-issue.
And non-issue, they're all in Nova Scotia anyway.
They're in Nova Scotia.
Thank you.